Hey yogis, thanks for joining me. Let me know if you're there. Hi Nelly. Lucy, I hope you're there. Give me a holler if you are. And anybody else who's joining us today. Love hearing from you. Well done for making it here, even though the weather is beautiful. Brilliant. So grab a block. A block will come in handy. And a strap. So it's like the usual stuff. So there you will definitely need a block for one of the poses before relaxation. So we're going to do a nice supported fish, if you remember that. So you will need something to prop yourself up. So either cushion, block, or you can wrap some books or like blankets. Just remember that you've done that later on. And you know, whatever else you need for your practice. Drink water, listen to your body, all that kind of stuff. I'm saying I should emphasize really listen to your body, because I kind of injured myself because I just overdid it. It's only a strain, but I knew that it was too much in a short space of time, but I did it anyway. So I really should have listened to my intuition. But now I'm feeling really grounded and connected to my body, because I can feel that one part that's bothering me now. So remember, as always, it's your practice. Tailor it to your needs and, you know, your current capabilities. You know, it all varies. You know, hips sometimes are super open or super closed, and sometimes balance just is not there, and that's perfectly fine. Let me know if you have any fun facts. So Nelly, you've already shared some. Lucy, you should you were the quiz master the other day, so you should share your fun facts with me so I can use them here probably. I do have one for you today. Okay. So find a comfortable position where you can settle. And when you're there, close your eyes. Just shake off this day and allow yourself to settle. Dropping your awareness deeper into your body. So feeling your subtle body, so noticing the energy you're carrying, becoming aware of your current mood, any niggles perhaps, some tension, and becoming aware of your breath. So sit up tall, feeling firmly rooted into the ground, keeping the spine long and reaching up through the crown of your head. Gently roll the shoulders back and down so you can open up your spiritual heart center and indicate that you're receptive, that you're willing to expose yourself, be vulnerable so that you can grow. Notice all the contact points of your body and the mat or the floor beneath you. And imagine there's an energetic exchange. So you might feel it, you may want to visualize it. So as you breathe in, you draw the energy from the earth through your legs, your pelvis, your sit bones, traveling all the way up through the spine, elongating through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, it travels all the way back down, grounding in the earth. So as you inhale, feel the energy travel up, feel the breath expand your chest, lift up. And as you exhale, release it. So continue to breathe this way. So your breath is your sole point of focus right now. And then imagine your breath like water running rivers of light throughout your body. So with an inhalation, it's traveling all the way up, spreading, splitting into tiny rivers, reaching all the nooks and corners in your body and your mind. And as you exhale, it's traveling all the way back down to the earth. So allow this breath to center you, to cleanse you. So with every exhalation, a release of any stagnant energy or anything that doesn't serve you anymore, whether it's frustration, rage, grief, jealousy. And then take a really deep breath in and sigh out. And roll the shoulders back, keeping your eyes closed if you can. Just moving, lubricating the joints, change the direction, bringing some fresh energy to your shoulders. And then do a couple of head rolls or drop your ear to the same shoulder. Release your neck in whichever way it feels juiciest and best. And then if you want, you can open your eyes and transition onto your back. So slowly bring the feet together and allow the knees to drop out for Supta Baddha Konasana. So keep the feet as close to your pubis or as far away so that you feel something happening in the hips. Gentle release through the pull of gravity. You can gently push the feet together and become aware of your pelvis and that cavity between your hip bones. And then draw your belly in and up, so as though you wanted to bring the navel closer to the spine. So engage your pelvic floor muscles. So keep that energy contained there. Keep squeezing, press your lower back into the mat. So this may lift your legs up a little bit and keep that deep core engagement. And then gently release, just to compare how these two states feel, how different or similar. And then bring your legs up. So for the next part, you might want to use a strap, but I advise you not to do it because we're gonna try something. So keeping the legs bent, bring your right leg, so the top of the thigh, as close to your ribs as you can. So again, using the deep core engagement to draw the belly button in and up. You want to bring it with the strength of your hip flexors as close as you can and squeeze it. Okay, press the lower back into the mat and stay with your breath. If you want to, you can extend the left leg out. Keep squeezing. And then straighten the right leg. So it will feel easy if you have the left leg bent, because you can use it to push the mat away. But you want to, instead of holding it to stretch out the leg, you want to use the strength to keep bringing the leg as close to you as you can. So it doesn't matter if you're here, as long as you can feel your body quivering and shaking, then you're doing it right. So keep squeezing, keep that deep core engagement. Just a little bit more. And then bend that leg, straighten it, and bring it back up. So squeeze the knee into the chest, straighten the left leg out. And now if you want to grab a strap or just hold the back of the right thigh, you can roll the ankle a couple of times. If it's accessible, you can hold the back of the calf or even the foot, but you want to keep the lower back into pressed into the mat and keeps bringing the navel closer to your spine. Okay, bend that leg and let's swap. So first of all, just bring the knee into the chest. So you want to make this gap between torso and the top of the thigh as close as you can, and just squeeze it. Glue your lower back into the ground, squeeze your muscles, engage your pelvic floor, and then as you inhale, straighten the leg. Keep pulling it towards you without using anything but your core and your hip flexors. So it doesn't matter where you are, as long as you can feel that strength, feel your body working. So we're combining flexibility and strength here. Keep the right leg bent or extend it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then bend it. You can extend it and then bring it up towards your chest. Hold the back of the left thigh, grab a strap. So whatever is accessible, it's your practice. Keep the right leg bent if the hip feels a bit tight, or you can keep it extended and keep pulling it towards you. So now we're just focusing on flexibility, the stretchiness. And then gently release, bend both of your legs, press your lower back into the mat, find that deep core engagement. This is this one thing that you will always have to focus on. There is no like muscle memory, so you just need to remember to keep that engaged throughout the whole practice. Okay, so then from here, keeping the feet parallel, arms are beside you, you want to very gently lift your shoulder blades off the mat. I'm going to do single heel taps. So you want to fire those obliques and inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, squeeze, bring the right hand to the right heel. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, and release. Bring the knees up, give them a squeeze. Find that cavity in your pelvis, so you can bring the thighs closer, and then rock from side to sides. Okay, then rock yourself forwards and cross your legs so that you bring the thighs as close as you can, feet are crossed, and turn yourself into a tiny ball. So you want the feet to be lifted off the mat, and insert the femur bones deeper into the hip sockets. So like you just really push them in and down. So hold it here. Notice the tiny movement in your body trying to keep you upright. And then come into a seat. Okay, so Agni Sambhasana, you know, my favorite. Wonderful, how much longer. So left leg over the right, or right over the left. Both feet are flexed. Lift up from the hips, keeping the spine long. And allow yourself to settle. So lean into discomfort, direct your breath there, and imagine that you can release it as you exhale. So you breathe in light, just breaking up through any of the densities, any stickiness. As you exhale, you let it go. Then lean back gently, release the top leg and open your legs out to the side, so wide legged seat. So shuffle so that you're sitting on your sit bones. Wavelength through the spine, both feet are flexed, and leading with your chest. So again, using the same action that we did at the beginning, your hip flexors, you begin to fold. You can use the blocks or whatever you have. Stay on your fingertips, on your hands. Push down through the back of the knees and keep the spine long. It actually feels quite nice if you have a block, so you can just drop it there. Not for me today, but it might be what you need. So Upavishta Konasana. So deep groin stretch in the inner thighs. As you inhale, walk yourself back up, bend your legs, and this time do the other side for fire log pose. Accept that each side may feel a lot different, and find a equanimous mind where you see joy and sorrow and frustration are just parts of your life experience. Make sure that both feet are flexed. And as you inhale, take the top leg down, bring the soles of the feet together. You can sit on a block if you want to. Hold on to your feet, gently flutter your knees up and down, just to check how your hips are feeling. So shuffle from side to side. So it's probably not going to be that much movement when you come forward, back, and when you go from right to left. But just see how your hips are. You know, they actually want to move. But we hold so much emotional tension and everything that we bottle up in our hips, so they might not always feel like they want to move, but once you release them, then yeah, they love it. But talk to your hips. So either stay here, just bringing the knees up and down, gently pulsating, or if you want to, you can begin to fold forward and holding onto your feet to come slightly deeper. Keep the deep core engagement. And accept that this is where you are and you're exactly where you need to be. And that yoga is a journey. As you inhale, bring yourself back to the center, scoop your knees up and transition onto all fours. So find your tabletop, neutral back, and just for now, tilt your hips forward, so lifting the tailbone up, and then as you exhale, tuck your tailbone under. So just for now, we're not doing that full cat-cow, but you want to move from your hips, from your pelvis. So just see how easy they want to roll, or perhaps they're a bit stubborn. So let the movement be initiated from the very pelvis. You keep pushing the mat away, fingers are spread wide, your belly is tucked in, is drawn in. And then come back to neutral. So give your hips a little shake. And we're moving through cat-cow. So as you inhale, drag your chest forward, look up if it feels good for your neck. Exhale, round your back, squeeze your belly. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. So come back into neutral and try to keep your core engaged so that there's minimal movement as you walk your hands out. So you want to be as static as you can in your pelvis, keeping that stabilization and control, and then walk your hands back in. So let's go one more time, forward. So just imagine that you've turned into stone from your hips down, and you can only move from your torso, from your hips up. I don't know what I just said, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we've got it. So this time, either do the version on your knees or come into plank, push the mat away, draw your shoulder blades down and engage your deep core muscles. So the transverse abdominis that wraps around your body, so like a corset. And then from here, try to keep your pelvis, hips stable as you walk your hands out. So it's a lot more challenging. There will be some movement, but you want to minimize it. And then walk the hands back in. One more time, forward. Keep the engagement. And come back. Stabilize your plank. Push up through the heels. Drop your knees down. And slide back for child's pose. So whatever variation feels good. Notice any changes in your body and your breath. Become aware of everything that's happening in your deep body. So you inhale, come back into tabletop, and we're gonna lift the right leg up. So a 90-degree angle, the leg is bent. Use your glutes, squeeze your core, bring it back down. Twice more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. The other side. Keep it stable. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. In, out. And in, out. Brilliant. Extend your right leg. Left arm for stability. You can always keep the left arm down. Keep reaching through the leg and the arm. And as you exhale, round your back, squeeze your core. Inhale, re-extend. And exhale, bend your right leg. Grab hold of the top of the foot with the left hand and kick the foot into it. Find a gentle back bend. Find a stability in your core. Keep pushing the mat away. Gently release. And let's do the other side. Extend the left leg, right arm. Notice what's present. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, round your back. Inhale back to center. Reach. Elongate. Exhale, bend the left leg. Grab hold of the foot. Kick the foot in. Find a release and openness in your chest. And as you exhale, gently release. Keep the knees wide, big toes together. And drape yourself over the mat in wide-legged child's pose, releasing the shoulders, feeling the support of the mat. Find your breath. So find the potential to open up your entire rib cage. And then come back up and sit on your heels. So as you inhale, you lift up and reach your hands up. So either keep reaching the hands up, imagining that you can make the spaces between the vertebrae bigger, so as though you were hanging from something. Or if you want, you can come into a very gentle back bend, so just hooking the shoulder blades against the back of the ribs, opening up through the chest. And with an exhalation, sink your hips down, drop down. Your head doesn't have to go all the way. So inhale, rise. Exhale, descend. Inhale, expand. Exhale, root down. In and out. So 3 more times, following your own breath. You can make it more energetic if you like, or slow it right down using your Ujjayi breath. So next time you inhale, come up and stay here. Brace your core. Squeeze everything into the pelvic cavity. Elongate through the sides of the body, but slide your shoulder blades down. Look towards your hands. And stay here. One more breath in. And as you exhale, come back down. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your back toes, and push up into downward facing dog. So you can walk your feet here if you like, or invite any movement. Feel what's happening in your pelvis. Try to make little rolls. So it's not about making a big move or anything like that, just feeling how the body is interconnected. Now settle in your down dog. Draw your navel in and up, lifting up through the sits bones. So you inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bend the leg. So now I'm going to draw 3 circles in and then 3 out. You can always do it on your knees if you want to, or you can do 1 each way. Adapt, modify the practice as you need. So move slowly and feel what's happening in your hips. Re-extend the leg and step the foot through between the hands. So stay with the left knee lifted as you sink your hips forward, opening up through the chest, belly is engaged. And then straighten the leg, feel all the way up to your bum from your right heel. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, re-extend. 3 more times. In, out. You might need to use blocks here. In, out. 1 more time. In, out. So this time drop the back heel so you're facing the long edge of your mat, and bring the feet more or less at a 45-degree angle. And with a strong back, as you inhale, come up to standing. So slide your hips from side to side, Do a few little rolls. Check the state of affairs. But remember, good vibes only. Okay, we're coming into goddess. So first of all, just sink down your hips. You aim to have your pelvis in line with your knees, which may never happen, but this is what we're going for. So you want to push your hips forward, tuck your tailbone under, so you instantly feel in your hips. Your knees face the same way as your feet. I keep like shuffling forward. And find your balance. Fill up the pelvic cavity, engage your core, and find rooting down through your feet, through your legs. It's your solid foundation. Really feel how much is happening here right now. And then slide from side to side, trying to keep the hips in line with the knees. Might not have to go far, push forward a few times. And then come to the center, straighten your legs, slide your hips from side to side. So keep the movement free and unrestricted. Come to the center, sink, inhale your arms out, you can squeeze the shoulder blades, exhale, bring them in front of you. So as you inhale, you bring the nourishment, the joy, everything that you need more of your life. And as you exhale, you release anything that doesn't serve you. You can look up to challenge yourself. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, bring them forward. Inhale to you, everything that you need, that's what you're grabbing. Exhale, release what doesn't serve you. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, in front of you. Inhale, towards you. Exhale, out. One more round, you've got it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Straighten the legs, slide your hips from side to side. Well done, everyone. And come back into high lunge, frame the foot, and either step back into down dog or do your connecting vinyasa. So plank, okay, I'll do just the first one. Plank, chaturanga with the knees up or down, cobra or up dog, and back into down dog. Feel your body, feel the heat you've created. And walk your feet towards your hands, forward fold. Stay here. Draw your belly button in and up so you can sandwich yourself more. Did anyone have that panini the other day? Because that's what I'm thinking of right now. Allow your spine to be long, neck heavy, and slide your hips from side to side, so bending the legs as you need. Feel what's going on. Inhale, lift up halfway, elongate the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Tip your way into the balls of your feet one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Hands on your hips. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana. So just for a moment, bring one of your hands on your belly, the other one on your heart, and close your eyes. Feel your heartbeat. And imagine that at your navel, at your solar plexus, so just around your tummy area, there's white light that corresponds to the heat you've created. It's like a lustrous gem, that inner fire that keeps you going, keeps you motivated. So let it burn any impurities, any lack of motivation. And then open your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, letting it go. We're starting again. Inhale into extended mountain pose. Exhale into fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale into down dog. So settle here, root down through the right leg. Inhale your left leg up. Then bend it, and I'm gonna draw the circle. So keep pushing down evenly through the hands and draw 3 circles in, or 1, or do on your knees, or none. Connect to your hips. Feel that free movement, that clearing any energy blockages. And make sure you go the other way. And then after 3 times, re-extend the leg and step the foot through between the hands, or give yourself a helping hand. So staying with the right knee up. Inhale as you sink your hips down. So use the blocks if you need to, or you can do the version on the knees as well. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, up. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, up. So just do one more time for good luck. Inhale and exhale. So drop the back heel down and spin so you're facing the other long edge of the mat, or reposition yourself if you need to. And inhale, rise up. So finding our goddess pose. Feet out and sink your hips down. Slide them from side to side. So notice what's present. If anything has shifted, lean into any discomfort or heightened sensations, and then push your hips forward. It's probably my favorite part of the stream. And then bring the hands on your knees. So you've got the thumbs, your inner thighs, sinking low. You bring your right shoulder forward. Keep the core engagement. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left shoulder. Move fluidly. Inhale. Exhale. Be playful. In and out. In. Be rhythmic. So Lucy, that's coming to you for the if you want to get your groove on. So keep going with your own rhythm, to your own music, feeling your body, releasing any tension. Sink low and then straighten your legs. Slide your hips from side to side. We're not done. We're having fun, right? Okay, sink low. And notice what's present when you're static. It doesn't feel as nice, does it? Because your hips want to move. Okay, then extend your arms out. Push the hips forward, engage the pelvic floor. And as you exhale, bring the right hand to the right foot, reaching your left arm up. Inhale, back up. Exhale the other way. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Let it burn. In, out. One more time. In, out. In, out. In, back to center. Pulse it. Pulse it. You've got it. And straighten the legs. Oh my God. Give them a little shake if you whatever you need to. And keep the feet parallel or even facing slightly in. So you're coming into wide-legged standing forward fold. So I like Upavishta Konasana, but standing up. Find a pelvic floor engagement. I think I said it like 108 times already. Wavelength through the spine and push your hips gently back. Lead with your chest as you begin to fold forward. So you can use a block to support you here or here, wherever you are, or even your head. If you're naturally flexible, you want to shorten the stance so that you're actually, doing some work, because I can go here but I'm not doing as much as I can be if I'm here. So tilt your weight onto the balls of your feet, push the hips up, find a grounding and faith in yourself that you're not going to let yourself topple. And if you do, then you've got the strength to pick yourself back up and come again. So push down through the outer edges of the feet. Your thighs are engaged. Your belly button is in and up. And allow yourself just to be here. Now, bring the hand in front of you, so like in the middle between your feet, slightly in front. And then, keeping the hips exactly as they are, inhale your left arm up towards the ceiling. So actually you might want to send your hips to the right, just to make sure they're square. Keep pushing the mat away. And then bring the left hand down, swap it. Check your hips and inhale your right arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Sink low and inhale into a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. One more time. Exhale and inhale. So now you can either do this version with your hips straight, opening up through the chest, or if you want, you can grab hold of the your ankle. So here you don't need to worry about keeping the hips straight because they're meant to go sideways. So grab hold of the ankle or leg, wherever it feels comfortable, and then squeezing your belly in, you rotate the chest out as far as it feels okay, feeling expansive and very twisty. Fold and then come back to the center. We go the other way. So first of all, remember that twists come from your core, so pull yourself in, squeeze your belly, and then extend your right arm. Enjoy the moment. And come back to the center. So spin so you're facing the front edge of your mat, or just make yourself go there. Step back into plank and drop down onto your forearms. Coming into forearm plank. Push down through your elbows. Engage your core. Keep pushing the mat away. Squeeze your legs. And then drop your belly down slowly with control. So we're coming into Sphinx. Arms parallel. Claw the mat and drag your chest forward. Lifting your head up but dropping the shoulders down. So you press the tops of your feet into the mat while you relax your glutes, your buttocks. Notice where else you can let go. So any rigid thoughts, ideas, or perhaps emotions. By opening up your spiritual heart center, you communicate that you are receptive, that you want to cultivate compassion, yourself and others, kindness and forgiveness. And for that, there's no room for jealousy or anger. And then drop yourself all the way down to the mat, hands by your low ribs. And as you inhale, come up into cobra or upward facing dog. And as you exhale, back into downward facing dog. Now walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale, forward fold. And as you inhale, rise up all the way to extended mountain, and exhale into Tadasana, a usual mountain. Inhale, extend, little tiny back bend. Exhale into fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, step the right foot back. So stay with the knee up or down, your core. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, find length. And as you exhale, step back into down dog. Inhale, roll over into plank. Exhale, the knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale into down dog. Step your right foot between the hands or give yourself a helping hand. Stay with the knee up or down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Make sure the knees over the ankle. Inhale here. And as you exhale, step the left foot to join the right. Inhale, extended. Exhale into fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, rise. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, roll over plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale into down dog. Step your right foot through. And as you inhale, rise. Exhale, step the foot to join the right. And appreciate your effort, your practice. The moment you've got now, the only one you've got now. Okay, so now shift the weight onto the left foot and rotate through the hip out. We're coming into tree pose. So either keeping the heel over the ankle, both feet are down, focus on the external rotation from the hip, of the hip. Squeeze your abdominals and rooting down through the foot and the leg. You want to find upliftment through the upper body, so that applies to all versions. But if your balance is a bit questionable today, it is fine, just stay here. The other option is to bring it to the side of the calf. Just noticing what's happening. This actually feels more stable than the one I just showed you, which is strange. Keep squeezing the right glute to open up through the hip. And last but not least, bring the foot to the inner left thigh. So you can place it anywhere on the inner left leg apart from the knee joint. So find a peaceful and quiet place in your mind and bring the hands at your heart. Keep pushing the foot and the leg together. Squeeze your belly. If you want to inhale, extend your arms up, set your shoulder blades, and to really challenge yourself, see if you can look towards the sky. Feel the energy exchange. As you inhale that energy, the breath is traveling all the way from the earth to the fingertips. And as you exhale, it's grounding and rooting you in the present moment, in your body and in the pose. Then you can look in front of you and see if you can lean back to the right. So keep that core engagement. Open up through the chest. We're just opening up through the right side of the body. Inhale, back to center. And then we're going to go the other way. So go only as far as you can. Just go super slowly to make sure that your movements are deliberate, not rushed. So that you can feel stable, not stuck. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Well done. Oh, you should be feeling super balanced after this. Let's go the other way. So find your version. Feel free to explore all of them. And always remember that you can change. It's not like you've got into this one, you have to do it forever. Or like you have to do on the other side as well, if it doesn't feel right. Think of the pelvic cavity. Cultivate a sense of earthiness and heaviness in your legs. But at the same time, you light and flowy. I'm still trying to get into that quiet place in my head. So hands at the heart, if you push them together, it may help you balance by bringing the energy to the center line of your body. So, you know, if someone were to cut you in half, like a cake. And if you want to inhale your arms up, stay, drop your shoulders down. And then if you want to, super slowly shift your gaze up and find stability in yourself. Find that deep core engagement and the backbone that's keeping you upright amidst the chaos. Look in front of you, and then if you want to lean to the left, come back, and then we go the other way. So feel what's happening in your deeper body. Back to the center and release. Well done, everyone. All right, so come down onto your knees. And sit on your bum. Cross your right leg over the left, and if this doesn't feel nice or accessible, you can keep the left leg straight and the right foot on the outer part of the leg. So coming into Marichiyasana or twist, just come here. So make sure that you've got both sit bones down and you press down through the big toe of the right foot. Squeeze your core, draw your belly button in and up so you can sandwich yourself here. All I talk is about sandwiches recently, I noticed. Never mind. So then you can hug the right thigh with the left arm and pushing them through the right big toe and twist to the right. The alternative is that you lean back and then hook the elbow over the knee and turn. Then gently release. Let's swap the legs. You can always prop your hip up with a block or a cushion. So check how things are, what's going on. And maybe we all start with just a nice little gentle hug. Just gently rub your leg. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere with it. It's just to thank your body for all it's doing for you. All it's done today. It's letting you do yoga. And then if you want to lean back, and then squeeze your core, hook the elbow over the knee. Try to keep your spine long. connect with your breath. Breathe into the upper chest. And then gently release. Okay. So now, grab your block or cushion, and first we're gonna start in a constructive bridge pose. So ideally on this setting, if you can, go lower, but don't go to the highest one because it's not that stable. You push them through the feet to lift the hips up and slide it underneath your sacrum. And stay here for a moment. Check how it feels. It might not feel that nice. Okay, and then bring the right knee up and give it a little squeeze. And then can extend the left leg out so it doesn't have to reach all the way down, but that you feel a fairly intense stretch through the front of the hip. So you might need to roll the toes out or in, explore. Squeeze your belly, tilt your hips back, so as though you wanted to press them into the block or the mat. And then swap the legs. Start turning your attention inwards, so towards relaxation, towards releasing, and just letting feel good. You've done all the hard work. And then you can bring both of the knees up, just staying with the sacrum on top of the block, and extend the legs out. It might feel nicer if you're against the wall. The legs don't have to be straight, it's just that you're inverted, and this is very passive. Your heart doesn't have to work so hard. You can clock out. Kind of. Close your eyes and set your inner gaze at the spot between your eyebrows. So this is where the energy center, the third eye chakra or ajna, is located. So your inner wisdom, your intuition that we so often overlook and do what we want. And then bend your legs, gently bring them all the way down, push the hips up to take the block out. So now, keynote speaker, the supported fish pose. So you want to keep the block underneath your shoulder blades. So you need to have a little play with it. You can use another block or another cushion to support your head if this doesn't feel nice. And then you can again bring the feet together for another hip opener, or even just as an experiment to see how it feels now compared to the beginning of the practice, because it is the first pose that we did today. If you want to, you can bring the arms over the head. Notice what you can feel. So what emotions or sensations travel through your body. Breathe deeply and fully. So now you can relax your belly and expand the entire front plane of your body. So breathing all the way into the hips, all the way into your collarbones. With an exhalation, you release, you let go of control. One more deep round of breath. And bring the arms beside you, bring the knees in together, and mindfully roll yourself off the blocks to the sides. And then you can get rid of them to come into the final Shavasana. Keep your palms up to represent that you're feeling open. So there is that energy exchange of giving and receiving. Feeling the breath in your throat flowing freely. Feeling at peace, feeling one with the universe. Observe your mind. It may be very still. Maybe the Nirodha, so the stillness of the mind that we aim for or we want to cultivate throughout the practice. And if it's not so quiet, if it's not so still, don't worry. It's all part of the journey. So bring your awareness back into your physical body, whichever way it feels most natural. Come into a comfortable seat. Just one more time, keeping with your eyes closed, find a connection with the earth, feeling stable and grounded, but also feeling the connection with the skies above you, feeling whole, feeling balanced. And bring the hands at your heart, and let's close this practice with one round of Om. Gently bow your head, thanking yourself for carving out the time to be here, for putting all the work. You can open your eyes namaste. So I hope you enjoyed it and you're feeling good, and let me know. I want to hear from you. So my fun fact of the day is that the brain, once you take water out of it, so once it's just a solid substance, it's made of 60% of fat. Because I don't know if you know, and sometimes when you read about what brain is made of, they tell you it's 85% of water and 60% of fat. And obviously, like, I'm not that good at maths, but I know that this is more than 100. But it's 85% of water when, you know, all in all. But when it's a solid substance, then it's 60%. Who knew? So if you knew, then also let me know. Hi Sonia. Hi Dan. Oh, fantastic, Nelly. Really good to hear. But you know, if you do fall, it doesn't matter. Just pick yourself back up and start again. And it's about keeping that stillness of the mind and equanimity throughout your practice, throughout your life, and etc. So regardless of how well or how bad how badly you think you do, that you just keep doing it, because that's all that matters. Hi Katya, really good to hear from you. How did you find it? And also, how did you find this? Because this is my lovely singing bowl. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's amazing, and I got it from India. Okay, I'll come here. That's it. I don't know if you can see it as well as I would like you to, but that's my singing bowl. That's my lovely friends and fellow yogis from my teacher training. They got it for me in Goa when they were retreating with our mentor. And I thought I always use the chimes so we can switch it up a bit, and I haven't played with it in a while, so it was kind of looking at me longingly. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Oh, Sonia, lovely practice. Oh, your favourites. Oh, and Lucy. Oh. Snake hips. Yes, that's it. That's what I was going for. Because, you know, hips don't lie, and you want to keep them groovy, free. Let them be free. Oh, Ruth, hey. Long time no see. I hope you've been practicing yoga. Katya, did you feel sore because of our practice on Tuesday? Or did you get up to something? I don't know, because you like cycling, I think. Fantastic. Have you been checking out my YouTube? If not, then you know where you need to head. I just wanted to say thank you very much for all of your donations. Really, really appreciate them. If you would like to donate, head to my page, and there's a post regarding donations. So you can do either via bank transfer or PayPal if you want to donate. This helps to grow our channel, and we really appreciate it. All right, so any more? Oh, still from sitting by desk more. I can imagine it's not ideal. We all having to use our makeshift offices, and I find it that I'm not putting as much effort into sitting properly as I ever did in the office. So I can really empathize. But you know, you have your strap, you can do the shoulder flossing. That's really good to help undo all this action, and just make sure that you're here 3 times a week. That should feel loosen you up a little bit. Okay, so thank you very much for your practice. I really appreciate your interaction and you being here. If you have any requests for postures, for meditations, for pranayama, or any themes, make sure that you let me know, and I will make something up for you. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely evening, and don't forget that Sunday's practice has been moved to 11 a.m. so it's nice and early. You can get it out of the way and enjoy the sun. So I hope to see you there. Lots of love. Mwah.